12 candid soul falls. We invite you to explore with 12 mysterious phenomena. The soul falls from the when someone dies, recorded with a security camera or a personal from the gruesome images in the until the terrible acts. In these cases, many people believe in the existence of the number. The soul left the woman's body in the It's a hospital in. A woman is lying in. I don't know if she's dead or in a moment later, there was a white gradually appear from above the woman's. When the shadow completely separates from the, it stopped for a brief moment and then suddenly moves through the door at the and disappears. Number 2 souls leave in car accident. In the recorded the scene of a horrific car accident. We can see the paramedics and the police lined up in a long surrounding the car and the driver's blue flashing lights lift hard to save. In the midst of chaos, a glimpse of a dark. The cloudy color is slowly flying out of the victims and gradually soared into the medical staff and continue their. A soul has just left the body right in front. Only through the we can see the of a human. There are 3 souls in the hospital. The next event was recorded in the 24th of July 27. Back to a hospital. In bed is a man. She didn't wear a shirt. She was taken care of by a lot of condition seems as nurses and doctors rush her with nervous jet. The man is unconscious. Top-mounted syringe and health monitor. He was taken care of for a without much. Maybe the doctors let him be quiet for a. The room becomes empty when everyone goes. How? A few minutes later, something strange. We see a translucent white. It looks like the shape of this sitting up from a lying position. The soul sits. Stop for a few seconds as if thinking about something, and then get out of. The soul leaves the body and disappears. A while. You can see that the doctors and nurses are really mad. When they come, I found out his heart had stopped. They panicked and took resuscitation. It looks like the patient has passed. Number 4 souls leave after a video of a traffic accident by Canada Surveillance in 2016, according to information published in the Daily, was filmed outside the Sakala Fibble in Thailand. A car that has VA collided with a motor. The victim's body was lying on. It startled the witness. After a few seconds of signs of supernatural a faint shadow appeared, suspended and motionless above. People rushed to help the victim. Yellow village bulb near the for a while before this video was posted on YouTube the 17th of September 2016. And it's attracted over 700,000 in just 3 weeks. The number of years angels receives. In a 2013 video, white spheres or angels with my. Before she. A woman named Genez with Mer filmed the. My mother in the hospital. According to the her mother was admitted to Baptist Hospital in Nashville, America, and when you are amazed to find it's surrounded by white that she believed were angels. I came to collect my mother. She declared, if you haven't believed in angels, you will believe it after watching this. Ingena's mom is lying in a hospital bed in a state of immobility. White light troops, or as Gena's called angels, are seen constantly hovering and over my mother. She demands when to witness the soul of a loved one or patient. Some of the nurses also said that seeing this and the halos are common because they're constantly exposed to disease, and while others have said they've seen things that can't be it happens when people die in front. No matter what this is one of the most reliable pieces of the soul leaves the body. And maybe the angels are there to help. There are 6 homeless souls in jail. The next video is a street completely out. Then the A man caught sight of a surveillance. He had nothing in his hand except it seems to be slowly. He lay down on the side of the road trying to find a place to be. A few minutes, there's something like this person's, and it rises from the physical, then stop in a sitting position. His body is still there as before. The soul slowly gets. Take one last look at your body and was this video published in 2000? Number 7. Soul leaves body in ambulance. Another video of a car accident. The consequences of a collision. It looks like this happened at a crossroads where there's a red ambulance and the vehicles in distress are. Some people stood around. The victim of the accident was taken to an ambulance and maybe in emergency. I do not know the status of that person. Seconds of footage from the camera. There's a shadow hovering in the back of the ambulance. It's in the shape of a and is hovering near the victims. People believe this is the soul of leaving the. Number 8. Soul left the helicopter. March 2021 in a U.S. There was a citizen of this country who had a terrible accident. The accident seriously injured the and due to the topography of this, the victim had to be taken to the hospital by helicopter. But when the helicopter took, a black shadow is seen leaving the helicopter to soar above. The report, the patient was declared as soon as the helicopter goes. Maybe the image is captured when the soul is. 9 souls left at the hospital. This is a case of the soul leaving the after his. Via video recorded by surveillance, you can see a man. The scene seems to be inside his house. A faint shadow slowly leaves his. He sat and then step out of the body and start walking towards the 10 men. A video of a mysterious. Many people believe in the existence of the filmed by a woman in the Philippines in November 20. According to her, it happened in a stone. The man in the tried to save a dog from the murdering. However, due to drowning for 2, he didn't make it. After the rescue team and bring the victim's body, the woman returned to the. The miracle is that when you watch the video, she discovered a white figure floating on the. This figure is said to be the soul of bad. Number 6. This body has attracted the attention of. They believe in the existence of the. Many people also show compassion for this case. Number 11. Spooky spirit. Ladies and gents, it's common sense when a person dies, their souls will fall from their body. However, many people still believe in ghosts. The soul of the. It can enter the body of a living and condition. This video was recorded by a security on a street. I saw 2 men walking past each. It seems like a move from the one on the to the man on. These 2 clearly don't know, but they both have reactions. When the soul leaves this person and enters that, they're very unnatural actions. Maybe they're going through. There's a pretty similar description. That's the psychic boy from in the diary. The boy saw the. You can see life in other dimensions and communicate. In his diary, he also mentioned that at the request of a you went to see your husband. You've just returned from the because his temperament is incredibly see your wife as a you're surprised that through your psychic ability. You know that? Not your friend's husband. It's another soul that took over my. He then contacted the soul of his husband. And he was heartbroken because his body had been. But you see, this is the husband's for using evil magic in a certain. Number 12. The soul leaves the. In this, it's a scene where a woman is sweeping the front. Maybe the man's wife just walked into the house. And there's a little. Whilst this woman has an unpleasant expression in her, she's start holding hands upside down trying to control the but a moment she couldn't stand it anymore and fell to the. The soul is like a black smoke coming out and fly away. Before the panicked family runs to where she Dear friend, whether or not the soul exists, it's one of the most important questions of this ancient spiritual question is slowly beside the real scenes of. There are many other things worth pondering. 1907 Dr. Duncan M.C. Duggar in Hello State, Manchester. It passed the difference in human weight in sex before and after, then calculate raw by humans weigh about 21.6 to grams. Talk about this experiment. It's been published in the American Medical the 4th month 1906. Out throughout history, there have been countless instances of people recalling past. Stevenson used to work at the University of has spent decades studying the phenomenon regeneration and investigating more than 3,000 the report. A lot of I can remember extremely specific details of past. Some people ask if the soul has. So the good and evil of man have, not to say other, all the good and evil that people throughout my life. It can also be transformed into physical. There's a record in the ancient texts of a kind of. You can weigh the weight of good and the crime of, from which to determine where to to torture or reincarnation into a better. So the ancients believed in the existence of. I also believe in saving, from which to devote yourself to the good. Today's VI Dyke is also here. Please, I hope I've brought you some interesting information. If you see a meaningful program, like it, let your friends, as well as channel subscribe to get notified when there is the latest and see you